supporting this bill.
I call the honourable member Grant Robertson.
Before I was rudely interrupted, I was talking about, and I'd only got through the introductory part of this, which was, yes, in fact, because we haven't even got yet to why it is that this is such a flawed model that has been imposed as an experiment on New Zealand children. And, Mr Speaker, I want to go through 3 or 4 things, and I want to note that the Labour Party, in the name of Chris Hipkins, has SOPs on the table to change these things. And we want to make it very clear to the other side of the House, those SOPs are there to be voted, and if the government cannot stand up today and justify why it is that they're allowing unregistered teachers, why it is that there's no transparency in this process, why it is that there's no requirement to teach from the curriculum, then these SOPs should pass. Because that would at least bring charter schools back into line with the kinds of values that New Zealanders hold dear when it comes to our education system, Mr Chair. But, Mr Chair, let's have a look at this. Firstly, the question around profit. And let's be absolutely clear here. This is public money going for private profit and the accumulation of assets by private entities. That is what will happen here. Now, on the other side of the House, they yelled out before, what about integrated schools? Well, that's fine. We've got the system, Dr Calder. Why are we bringing in this flawed model? Why not use that? Why not actually develop the parts of our system that are actually going to help the people who the National Party say that this is for? Why not give more money then to kura? Why not support a program like Kotahitanga? Why cut a program like Kotahitanga, which is actually working and delivering? And earlier today, Anne Tolley, when Chris Hipkins first raised this, she shook her head. And that's because when she was minister, money did go in to Kotahitanga. And she knows that under Hekia Parata and this administration, that money's been taken out of a program that is working and delivering, and in favour of a program now that will see profit-making schools using public money. And then, Mr Chair, there's the question of unregistered teachers. And I can only echo what Tracy Martin has said about why it is important that we have registered teachers. Mr Chair, it's been said that there are good people out there who can come into the classrooms and apply their skills. Well, my mother, who I love dearly, is excellent with a needle and thread, but I'd never put her in as a surgeon in a hospital. This government is diminishing the importance of registered teachers. It's diminishing the importance of putting professionals in front of our children to ensure that they have a safe and good learning environment. And, Mr Chair, unregistered teachers mean lower quality education. It's that simple, Mr Chair. Unregistered teachers mean a lower quality of education. Now, John Key said New Zealanders shouldn't get hung up about the fact that there will be unregistered teachers. They should be okay with it. They should be relaxed. Well, Mr Chair, New Zealand parents aren't relaxed about the notion of unregistered teachers being in front of their classrooms. But why should the government listen to us about this? How about they listen to their own advisers? The Ministry of Education recommended that all teachers at charter schools should be registered. But Cabinet ignored that. It threw it away. It said, we don't care what the experts think about this. We've got our ideological agenda and we're just going to pursue it. Here's what they said. The potential for a negative impact on students' education from teachers who do not meet the minimum standards for the profession is high. So they knew it. They'd been given the advice, Mr Chair, that this unregistered teachers policy would have a negative impact on the children in those classrooms, and they've gone ahead of it. That is evidence of an ideological policy that can ride roughshod over any evidence. And the National Party is quite prepared, they're quiet now, aren't they? They're quite prepared to sit there and say, we don't care what the advice is from the experts, we're going to go ride roughshod over that in the pursuit of this ideological experiment. Mr Chair, the Ministry of Education's advice about teacher registration went on. It said that teacher registration is one of the most influential levers in raising teacher quality. And Tracy Martin explained why that was before. It's like the apprenticeship. It's the time spent learning the craft, learning the profession. But that side of the House don't see it as a profession. And we saw that in early childhood education, which they just see as glorified babysitting. We've seen that now here with charter schools. And this side of the House knows full well the importance of registered teachers, of ensuring we have qualified teachers in front of our staff. This government is failing our children.
Carol Beaumont.
Talofa lava I sui ma mulu o le mauata pono.